Breathe better and sleep deeper with the Levoit Classic 160 Top Fill Humidifier. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to get your Levoit Top Fill Humidifier on Amazon today and enjoy a healthier, more comfortable home. Newsflash now. US President Donald Trump has announced that he will cut all future funding to South Africa over allegations of land confiscation and treating certain classes of people very badly. This comes after South African President Cyril Ramaphosa signed a bill allowing for land seizures without compensation in certain circumstances. Newsflash, now we're going to break down the situation. Land ownership has been a contentious issue in South Africa for decades, with most private farmland owned by white people. The country's history of apartheid, which ended 30 years ago, left a legacy of racial segregation and inequality. However, many have called for the government to address land reform and deal with past injustices. Now, let's take a closer look at the new law. South Africa's Mineral Resources Minister Gwede Mantashe says the country should withhold its minerals from the U.S. if they don't give money. But the U.S. has allocated around $440 in assistance to South Africa in 2023. And now Trump is threatening to cut all future funding unless a full investigation into the situation is completed. Newsflash, now we need to understand why this is happening. Elon Musk, who was born and grew up in South Africa, has joined the debate, saying the new law discriminates against white people. However, others argue that the law is necessary for land reform and addressing past injustices. We have to consider the context of South Africa's history. The Natives Land Act of 1913 restricted property rights for black people, setting the stage for forced removals in the decades following apartheid. While some argue that the new law may have disastrous consequences like in Zimbabwe, others believe it's a step towards addressing inequality. Newsflash now, what's next? South Africa's president has responded to Trump's comments, saying his country is a constitutional democracy rooted in justice and equality. The U.S. government has stated that it will investigate the situation further, but for now, it seems like tensions between the two countries are escalating. In conclusion, newsflash now. This is a complex issue with deep historical roots. While both sides have valid concerns, we need to consider the impact of Trump's threat on future funding and the potential consequences for South Africa's land reform efforts. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops.